Professor Onyi Mwabara. He joins us from our studio in Abuja. Professor Mwabara, thank you for joining us on the News at 10.
Thank you for having me, Amarachi.
The toxicity of chloroquine has been a major controversy, and this particular drug has been with us for so many years. Can you tell us what has changed between then and now?
Well, when you talk about treatment with hydroxychloroquine or hydrochloroquine treatment for COVID-19, there are health implications or side effects. Those of us that study toxicology, we find out that there are some side effects associated with some of these treatment regimen. However, to people that have immunocompromised system, those with heart conditions, it's not one size fits all. You cannot just treat someone that is between the ages of 40 or 50 and get a very positive result, and someone that is in their late 70s or early 80s, the immune system tends to decrease as we get older. So the side effect associated with hydroxychloroquine and other regimens cannot be ignored. And that is why if you hear this evening, World Health Organization has stopped this treatment of COVID-19 with hydroxychloroquine, because there are some health implications for those that have unstable immune system. And we cannot just say that, well, if it works in Nigeria, definitely it's going to work for somebody in Europe or in the Americas. So it's not so. So the side effects ranges from heart conditions, for those that have heart conditions, to those that have immunocompromised system. And if you look at the recovery rate, for those that have been treated with this regimen of hydrochloroquine and other drugs associated for the treatment of COVID-19, there are some challenges, and we cannot ignore that. And I tell people this: if it is working for us in Nigeria, what are the data that are out there that can substantiate this recovery rate? And also, those that are in other climes, how effective is this drug? What are the side effects associated with it? So we have to be very, very careful. It's not one size fits all.
Indeed, and I do understand that there are a concoction of drugs that are being used to treat coronavirus, depending on the needs of the patients. We're talking about the vaccine for the virus. From your experience, and with so many scientists around the world working on vaccines, how soon do you think we're likely to have one, or even develop a cure here in Nigeria?
Vaccine production is not something that happens overnight. Yes, we're in a desperate time. We are running against time. And that's why there's an urgent need to come up with vaccine. What is vaccine? It's just to expose the body to a weaker virus that the body recognizes as an antigen and develop antibody against that antigen. And this is something that is done period of about 2 to 5 years. It just don't happen overnight. You have to make sure that the gene of these viruses that are being cloned, and when they're administered to humans, then the human body can respond by producing antibody against this antigen. So it's not something that will happen overnight. And I hear people clamoring that they have a solution to the vaccine production. In the production of medicine or drugs, it can last not about 10 years. But desperate times calls for desperate situation. All hands must be on deck. Globally, it's not something that an individual country or a few researchers can embark on. There are researchers globally now that are working on this virus to make sure that human lives are saved by coming up with a vaccine that can help prevent humans. When we're exposed to this virus in the future, we can be able to survive. So vaccine production, on the average, takes about 3 to 5 years. So we are not looking at any time in the next 1 year to come up with a vaccine that we can be able to use to protect people from this virus. The issue of safety has to come to place.
Right.
Well, if you expose someone to a weaker virus, to make sure that the body of this individual can withstand or produce antibodies against the virus. How do you go about ascertaining that? It doesn't happen overnight. So we're looking at a period of about 24 months to 36 months at the average.
Professor Onyiwagbara, your thoughts are highly appreciated here on the News at 10. Thanks again for joining us.